Hi Aries, welcome back. This will be a zodiac. This will be a tarot reading. Okay, maybe the zodiac is important to the zodiac killer, Aries. Could be going through some changes or feeling electricity in the air. Yeah, there could be something you're excited about or moving towards, building towards. Something with a lot more clarity or understanding or authenticity, I would say. Yeah, especially if you're healing some kind of heartbreak. Um, Interesting. Aries, messages for Aries. Yeah, you could be doing this privately or keeping this hidden. You could be rejecting working on something or working on, or maybe fighting. I don't. You could have had a fight with somebody which you're healing. Something that could have been revolving, like that could have led to heartbreak. Maybe your finances or their finances or somebody's stability caused some kind of temporary, like recalibration, is what I would say in some situation. It's like you're really putting down the boundaries or the defensiveness in some way, shape, or form between you and this person, or this is an aspect of the self. No, this could be a friend, or this could be a new endeavor financially. Aries. You could be going through some period of rest as you try to recalibrate or become more positive regarding something like a choice. I'm going to definitely get a wisdom. Aries. Messages for Aries, most important vital message. TikTok. It's quite ominous, isn't it? We do have Saturn stationing direct next week. So we're finally going forward again in some serious way, most likely. 30. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future is ahead. But what if it isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, is happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire, so release the agenda, let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. Interesting. Yeah, something sweeter than you might anticipate could be happening. Love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has a season, a divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't it wonderful to know love is right, always right on time? Some music could be relevant here. Your prosperity is co-created by your endeavors as they occur in a human-made time and the eternal efforts of your most important manifestation partner, spirit, in a divine measureless time. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive and make a commitment to remain in high vibrational thoughts and feelings. If you heed the message of this card, it will seem as if you align with the highest good and your highest good in no time at all. You know, I never saw this card as kind of the Wheel of Fortune. This could be associated, especially with the Sagittarius energy here. It's like moving towards the right timing of things, definitely. Alchemizing in the right way, negativity to positivity, right? And negativity just could mean something immature or something that's rushed. So what's all the fuss about not having enough time? The prosperous life that is yours will never pass you by. Interesting. So you could feel like you have a sense of pressure around you. We're going to pull some extra cards. Aries, messages for Aries. Ooh, wow. Dramatic. Freedom, wow. Uranus. I think we have the full moon conjoining Uranus on November 16th, so it would make sense if there is some kind of wanting to break the shackles of the past, to like reform. Maybe something has been broken, especially with the Sagittarius, or somebody that's quite free spirited, or this could be happening now or in Sagittarius season, which is coming in the later in the month. So yeah, you could be forming better structures, I think, and really willing to break free of like emotional patterns or like repressed emotions or something like that. That there's something definitely here that's was inhibiting your growth or something like that. Let's see, Aries. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Um, but yeah, there's something beyond seeing the veil of something, like gaining enlightenment towards the best way forward. Like, yeah, towards longer term security, like a new beginning in your security, towards a strategy, towards accumulating. You could be watching something, Aries, learning about something. Yeah, how to like actually become the leader or master. You could be approaching your Saturn return. We do have Saturn entering Aries next year, I believe. So um, that's the energy of Saturn really forcing us to master what Aries represents, right? Um, and Aries represents the body, will, direction, force, sex, the masculine. Um, mhm. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, there's something about building a more solid foundation. Oh, this is Aries, of course, right? So probably next year you'll be feeling these effects very intimately, I would assume. Um, you could feel like there is a sense of like needing to mature or things could be negative, pessimistic in some sense. Like you could be facing the reality of something, is another thing as well. Um, Aries, but it's almost like it's going to alchemize. Like you can use this in a really positive way. But it might require self care, is what I would say. Like really pacing yourself, because Saturn forces us to slow things down. It's all about timing. It rules time, right? So there's no point forcing something. It's better to conserve your energy or be very calculative in understanding the greater cycles that we operate in. Mhm. I'm going to pull one of these for you guys. Aries, most important advice, please, for Aries. We have fragility in the reverse. So that could be a type of hardening, right? So you could be sensing this in whatever, planets you have in Aries or whatever um, Aries people you're involved with. But I'm going to get another card here, maybe a darker one, since Saturn can be Aries. Messages for Aries. It's funny because I was really contemplating a lot of Saturn in Aries coming up right before this reading. So it's funny that they would ask me to do an Aries reading. I guess I don't know. I guess I already did Capricorn today, I believe. So I'm not sure. 27. Owl in reverse is a call for discretion. Yeah, discernment. These are all topics to do with Saturn. Those who hold knowledge must know when to share and when to hold. Giving too much energy away causes you to feel depleted or taken advantage of. There are those who seek to steal energy and drain you of time and resources. Observe carefully before making any decisions about how to act, when to share, and who to invite into the inner sanctum. Owl never rushes and is ever mindful of the balance between danger, risk, and reward. So this could be in finances, um, home as well, I would say. Um, mhm. It's a good time to contemplate for sure. I'm going to pull a Kali card here. Aries, most important messages for Aries, please. Aries, people and placements. So, hmm, hmm. I feel like we always see this one with you guys. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and read it. You could have Aquarius be dealing with one. They were getting similar cards yesterday. Um, but this just could be for people that have Aquarius and Aries placements or something like that. 35. Let's see. But I mean, we do have Pluto entering Aquarius next year. Well, at the end, actually, this month, for 20 years, basically. And then we also have Saturn moving into Aries, which would rule, in traditional astrology, Saturn rules Aquarius. So that's interesting. 35. Okay. She overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Okay, she overcomes all karma, right? That's what Saturn rules. Realigns pathways when we have veered off course and reverses momentum of negative uses of free will and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Yeah, that's exactly. If you have like Saturn and Aries in your birth chart, you would feel Aries rules the body or the head. You would have restrictive issues or like lower energy levels, probably because Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the sex drive, the energetic drive, energy in general, right? So there's a real conservation of that. Um, yeah, very interesting. Restoring us to full vitality, her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially spiritual. Okay, let's see. The feminine principle must be in the dominant position. This is not a declaration that the feminine power is superior. It is equal to the masculine, yet different. It is a recognition that the feminine is holding and birthing energy to shift from one way or paradigm or political structure. The feminine must lead. As Kali, she disrupts negative power structures and holds the space for something completely new to emerge from the rubble. The simplest way to describe the eminence of the goddess is that the deep respect for intuitive knowing and action taking on non rational yet deeply insightful instincts of the heart. This is not about being emotionally reactive. There are multiple expressions, okay? Putting her in a leadership position and deconstructing the patriarchy. We practice it when listening to our emotion or intuition with complete courage rather than going against inner knowing for the sake of logic. Interesting. Another is reversing the flow of what has been generated. This may mean halting a path you wanted to travel, but have come to realize is not honoring your heart. It could be breaking down of what is established because it has become too restrictive and needs to be rebuilt in a new way, perhaps even released altogether. Remember, that which is appeal to the caterpillar is not going to tempt the butterfly. As the soul evolves, our needs and desires often undergo a profound transformation as well. Interesting. Loosening the mental grip over your life, allow for more space and flexibility. If your schedule is so tightly wound that every minute is accounted for, set the intention to slacken the reins. The feminine needs freedom. She cannot be crammed into minimal spaces and expected to thrive. If you try to control her, she will rebel, and when she is Kali, her rebellions topple kingdoms. It is possible to heal and transform even radically without evoking her wrathful nature if you are open to her guiding presence. Her wrath is love, and so we need not fear it. It can certainly be a welcome change of pace for powerful shifts to be able to happen with grace and ease. You are encouraged to listen to your gut and allow for the wisdom to emerge. Act according to instinct and let go of methods that don't resonate with your heart, even if your mind tells you that not following those methods leads to failure. The Tantra of Kali is the practice of unconditional trust in the feminine. Her ways are unpredictable, apparently ever changing. And when she manifests it as Kali, if you try to pin her down and control her, she's likely to lop off the offending appendage. Instead, submit to her, entering the black void of possibilities, not knowing, with the realization that even when we don't know what's going on, the divine feminine does. If we willingly open to her sacred knowledge, rather than try to impose our will and logic or desire upon her, she will show us what is going to work best. This is a time when heart knowing must leave above the intellectual assessment of things. It's also when we are best moved by a greater guiding intelligence, rather than doggedly sticking to a plan or trying to assert ourselves. The feminine is not as direct in her approach as the masculine. Her seeds germinate in the darkness. Her creative methods are not always seen, yet are powerful. The oracle brings encouragement that even though it seems like your will is being thwarted, or you're not getting what you want right now, or you just wish you could have clarity and know your direction, you are still making progress. Things are coming together in the best way, and if something is growing that is aligned with the divine plan you were born to fulfill, you are encouraged to restore your inner energies and move when you feel inspired rather than thrusting forward in an attempt to make progress. The goddess knows what she is doing. Her actions will benefit you and all profoundly. Allow her to have her way. Alrighty. That's very interesting. I think I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can get a personal if you'd like by messaging me on Telegram. You can leave a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee link. Good luck. Take care.